Mr. Miller, good to see you back healthy. We're gonna need you on that field as soon as possible, all right?
Man, appreciate that, Coach. You know, you should feel honored because you're standing in front of the best receiver in the nation right now. This is slight work. And honestly, Coach, don't even worry about sending me y'all's playbook with that basic offense. Now that I'm here, the game plan is simple. Malachi just hit me when I'm open, baby.
Yep, and that's exactly why I called both of you in. I need you all to build some chemistry. So Malachi, make sure he's on the same page as the rest of the offense and get him involved in practice. And as for you, Miller, just make sure you're getting in some good reps and be that stud receiver we all know you are. Understand, fellas?
Yes, Daddy.
Man, now that you got me, we finna tear the city up with this one, bro. Like, I mean, you alright and all, but me, I'm a dog. I'm finna make you look 10 times better. I'm talking about upping your NIL deals, probably even boosting up your draft stock. Imagine if I was never injured, bro. We would have been undefeated. You could have forgot about them 2 losses on our record, especially that one where you threw that pick at the last minute. You ain't got to worry about that no more.
Man, y'all look, that's Jatoy Miller. And I know dude nice. I mean, last season he was one of the best wideouts in college football, but Buddy is way too cocky and full of himself. Now, he was committed to Bama, but he got kicked out for fighting in the locker room. And with not too many options left on his table, he chose to come to Michigan State. Like he said, he ended up getting injured and now he's cleared to play. And I'm interested on how things are gonna go, so let's go ahead and tap into practice. As y'all can see, yeah, he a big weapon, and I never doubted him with that. I'm just hoping his ego don't get in the way of things. But hey, maybe he just really excited to get back, and eventually he might become more of a team player. But tomorrow is game day, and I'm curious to see how this is gonna go, and I know y'all curious too. So let's go ahead and tap into the game. Alright, y'all, game number 9 on the season, and as y'all know, we got Jatory at wide out going up against FSU. And we start the game off trying to establish that run, going with a read option, and I take off, slip out of a few tackles before being brought down, or a short gain of 4 yards. Very next play, I would hit my halfback. He brings it in and takes off, juking out 2 defenders and making his way upfield before being brought down past the 50. In the third play of that drive, I would end up going Jatory's way. He receives it, break out a few tackles, and his first catch is a highlight, making his way to the end zone, giving us that early lead against Florida State. FSU would go down and tie the game up, and on the second play of this drive, I end up making my own highlight, reading the defense perfectly, making my way past defenders, and I only got one person to beat. I get set up with a nice block and make my way to the end zone, making the score 13-7. They don't score, and later I would hit Jatory again for about a nice gain of 15. And follow that up with another dot his way, and with this reception, he's able to bring us up past the 20. On the 3rd and 8, I end up connecting with my wideout that's been killing all year to get us another touchdown, putting us up 2 scores against FSU. They would go down and bring it within a 1 touchdown game, and I scramble out the pocket and catch my tight end open downfield and air it out, getting us close to that red zone. And on the 3rd and 2, I see Miller yelling my name in the end zone, so I throw it to him, and it winds up a touchdown, putting us up 2 scores again, and giving him his 2nd touchdown of the game. Hey, we all gonna hear about this in the locker room. Florida would go down and end their drive on a touchdown, and I'm trying to get more points on the board. I couldn't find nobody, so I scramble out. I'm able to break out of that tackle and take my way up the field, being pushed out by the 20. Later, I will have some trouble finding the open guy, so I use my feet again. FSU need to work on their tackles because I'm able to break through that and make my way to the end zone, putting us up 2 touchdowns right before the half. Our first drive from the halftime, the score being 35-28. We would change that score quick as my halfback that was killing the last video would go on another monster run and make his way to the end zone, giving us that 2 touchdown lead once again. But Florida State was sticking with us, no doubt. On the 2nd and 10, I aired out to Foster, getting us right there at the 50-yard line. Later, I would be met with a pass rush, and I scramble out and throw a on-the-run dot to the wideout, and he dives for it, getting us right there by the 30. On another third down, I would end up capping this drive off with a TD from my tight end, making the score 48-35. They don't score, and later I would air it out once again, and it lands right into my wideout's hands, giving us yet another touchdown and putting us up 3 scores. They remained scoreless, and my halfback would seal the game with an easy run up the gut, giving us 62. So yes, we go on to win that game with the score being 63-42, and I would call this an upset, but I think by now everybody giving us our respect, and they know the game could go either way.
Do you feel like you had a big impact on tonight's game?
I mean, y'all tell me, was y'all not finally entertained? Y'all see me out there making them catches, bro, making them defenders look silly. I mean, there is a reason I wear number 11. Number 1 on the field and number 1 in your heart.
So y'all see what Jatori had to say after the game. I mean, he talking like he was the only one on that field and he the only reason we won. And yeah, I understand he had a good game and all, 2 important touchdowns, but every time we hit that field, it's a team effort. I don't think he understand that. See, he called me after the game and I tried to give him some wisdom, but I don't think he liked that too much.
Yeah, good game out there, my boy. I told you I was going to make you look way better out there. You was playing like a brand new man. Playing like them balls finally dropped.
Hey, good game to you too, fam, but remember to stay humble. We ain't did nothing yet.
What? Be humble? Boy, is you crazy? You should tell humble to be me. Matter of fact...
Hey, my bad, bro.
Hold on, boy, I'm talking. Matter of fact, you the one that need to be humble. You gonna sit up here calling me with your chest poked out, trying to tell me what I need to... Boy, you crazy and lost your everlasting mind. Don't sit up here and call me trying to tell me how I need to play. Hang up the phone, nigga. I'm cooking.
Yeah, as y'all can see, that didn't go so well, but I mean, you never know. Maybe after he calmed down, he'll actually think about it and change his attitude. But I guess we're gonna find out in practice in our next game. 10th game of the season, we up against OU. They come out the gate with a 7-0 lead, but it's all good because we eat up a chunk of that field off of this dot to Glover, getting us up past the 50. Very next play, I catch Jatori in stride and he take off and make a nice juke on the defender, grab him an easy touchdown to tie the game up. They go down and score again, and we going with that read option. Y'all know I'm gonna cook off that every time. I make the right read, take off getting past defenders, breaking out of tackles before being brought down past the 50. Later, I would end up stepping up in the pocket, scrambling out a little bit to get a better angle and releasing a dot to Jatori to get him his second touchdown and tie the game up once again. We were able to stop them from scoring, but we was in bad field position. I would end up holding on to that pill too long and being knocked out of bounds for a safety. First play of that next drive, I make the same mistake, holding on to the ball for too long, and I end up going down with a sack. But that came at a price with me going down with my second injury of the season. I mean, it was just a slight wrist injury, so I'm going to be alright. But for the meanwhile, we got the backup in. And this time, he entered the game ready to go, releasing a perfect ball downfield, landing right in Jatori's hands, eating up a chunk of that field. Now, we might have got excited too soon as he released another bomb being hit, and it winds up intercepted. And he would end up making a decent return with this one. Now, luckily, they don't score, and he releases a dot to Jatori, and he's able to pick up a nice amount of yards before being brought down. Glover would end up making a nice catch, breaking out of a few tackles and making his way up the sideline, being pushed out by the 10. Then he would come right back and grab a reception for a touchdown. I mean, I thought it was knocked out, but they called it a TD, so we ain't complaining, making the score 20-16. Coming back from halftime with the score being 21-16, the backup QB would go his way again. And he would also make another big play again, taking off down the field before being brought down past the 10. And Glover would start turning up, grabbing his second touchdown, making this score 27-16. Later in the third, he would go Jatori's way again, and he's able to produce, bringing this one up past the 20 before being brought down. And to finish this drive off, the backup QB will make his own way into the end zone, giving us a 35-23 lead against OU. Later that next drive, he would end up going the tight end's way, getting us up close to that red zone. And while scrambling out the pocket, he would find Glover open for another touchdown, making that his third of the game. So as y'all can see, even with me being injured, we still able to pack them boys up and send them home. The score being 23-42. I'ma for sure be back and healthy for the next game. Man, I ain't gonna cap it to y'all. Jatori been acting real strange with me this past week. Y'all let me know down in the comments what I should do. But But anyways, man, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank y'all for tapping in. Don't forget to subscribe. We on the road to 2K. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And with that being said, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.